Hi, Cancer. I'm Ember. Thank you so much for being here. So, today I'm here with a timeless reading for you. So, whenever you found it, it's meant for you. I'm going to read the cards, and if you want to skip me reading the cards, there's a link in the description box below, but this is really big. Okay, so we have the orphan, the offering, the mountain, the prayer, the empty room, and the mirror. I feel like something happened, Cancer. I don't know what happened, but it feels like something happened that was really painful. I feel like I just can't get over the feeling of like someone didn't treat you right, or you were in a situation where you felt like you really, like, I just keep feeling like you gave your all with something and you really thought it was going to go a certain way, and then what actually happened is not what you thought would happen, and also what happened was really painful. I feel like that's what I just can't get over, like, this feeling of like I tried really hard, I put my all into it, I gave everything I had, and it's still, I keep hearing wasn't good enough, but I'm just getting that could be how you're feeling. Um and I feel like this is really making you take stock of why you gave to this, what happened. Like, I feel like you're processing something really deep, like I can't get over it. And I feel like whatever you're processing has to do with some type of wound you have around giving and always being met with, like, I kept seeing the snake right here like bite this hand, and I feel like you could have grown up around people that really took advantage, or you always had to be something for somebody, or you always had to give your best energy, or you couldn't be yourself even. And or when you were yourself, you got really hurt. But it really is coming down to, like, I feel like something happened recently. Like, I can't get over like this feeling of like something happened and it caused a lot of your wounding to be brought up. But I do feel like it's what I'm seeing you do, which is really beautiful, is like really look at it and like go into it and try to process it. Because I feel like whatever this is, this thing that happened, you are tired of the conflict and really would like to just move forward. And but it's so, like, I have a Cancer moon, so I understand this 100%. It's really hard for me personally to like let go of somebody, and I don't know if you're dealing with a relationship in, or if it's just a situation that you feel you must leave behind because it's not valuing your, I'm hearing your beauty, but you're just nurturing, kind, giving nature. And I do feel like whoever this was took advantage of you in some way. I also simultaneously feel like it is tying into a wound that you have around being abandoned. And not just being, it's more than just being abandoned. It's like really being hurt just for being who you are. And I feel like you're trying to climb this mountain, and you feel like, like you're trying to process and you're trying to move forward and you're trying to get up this mountain. And I feel like this mountain feels quite difficult to climb, but I feel like that because whatever it is that I'm talking about really hurt you in your heart. Like, really, really did a number on your heart. Like, I can't, I feel so much grief, that like I feel a lot of grief from you and just sadness. And I really kind of feel like you might be going in hermit mode or crab mode right now. And really just praying to get through this, like praying that you can find your way, praying that you can find someone that's going to value you and what you have to bring to the table. And I do feel like you're clearing out something so important. I can't get over it. Like, you're clearing out some type of trauma around wounding, around being abandoned or not treated right. And because of that, you're creating an empty room. And I'm seeing this as like a vessel of an empty room within you. And I do feel like, so you could be very good at mirroring people. And I feel like what you're doing is you're clearing out previous trauma that makes you feel like you have to mirror someone. And also what you're mirroring back to you, once you kind of process this, is that it's going to like be space. Like, you're going to have space in a way that you didn't before. And I want to say I know how hard it is to go through whatever you're going through right now, but I also, there is a silver lining to it, and it's that I think you're actively like trying to process what's happened, and then also your childhood or your past or your inner child, something around your childhood. And that's like creating a clearing of your energy, and I can't, it's just like so beautiful. Like, I can't, I feel like you're starting to realize that you were not the problem, and how amazing you are. And like that to me is just like so beautiful. Like it just makes me emotional because you're like, I've been through these situations. I've been really hurt. I've given everything I can. I always show up. I'm always loyal. I always provide. I'm always nurturing. I'm always showing up. I'm always the one that's the one. And it's like, I've done all of that and I still am being met with this snake type energy. And so like, you're really trying to be like, okay, well, what is it in me that keeps reaching for this person that's hurting me, or the situation that's hurting me, or this coping behavior that's hurting me? And how can I heal whatever it is so that I don't keep feeling this need to give to places that hurt me? It's giving like setting yourself on fire to save others, kind of, which would be a very Cancer thing to do. I like totally relate. But I do feel like there's like a protection that I'm feeling that you're gaining through the situation. And I was doing the tarot before, and I got like the King of Pentacles in reverse. And the King of Pentacles in reverse is usually someone who places statuses. I'm not saying that you're doing this. I feel like you've been attracting or around people like this. Being around people that hold status is something that is really important. Being around someone that really thinks that money's important, someone that steals, someone that, it doesn't always have to be like in this shadow form. It can just be like you don't feel like you can provide. But I do feel like for some reason there's a shadow form of this that I'm getting coming through. And I don't know if it's someone you've been dealing with, or if it's something like you've been finding in yourself. Like I feel like I must provide for everybody and not myself, because that can be it too. And I feel like you're changing that, but you're changing it through processing. And really it is like a really hard truth you're trying to swallow right now. And I feel like it's about something that just happened. And I also feel like it's a hard truth to swallow what's been happening. And it's like, I'm getting this whole like, I've had all of this stuff happen to me. I'm trying to process it all. I really want to be someone that I feel like can protect themselves from this type of energy, the snake energy. And I feel like that's what you're moving towards. And again, the empty room, like you're creating space within you. Yeah, I feel like you're holding back from, I kept getting that too. You were holding back from like a behavior, even, okay, I'm getting like, you may long and really want and have like, of course, like you want to show up because it's like who you are. It's what you're good at. You have all this energy. You want to give and you want to nurture. You want to be motherly, right? And you're realizing, maybe I'm getting like this realization around, I need to hold back my energy because I'm reaching for something that's not valuing me, or not healthy for me, or not something that's just ultimately bringing me more pain, even though I'm doing it out of a way to get, I'm getting this feeling of like I'm reaching for this thing to get out of pain, thinking that it's gonna give me what I need. And then I'm realizing every single time that I do that, I'm realizing how I keep getting hurt and how I'm really not being met in the way that I need. And so I'm feeling this from you, this like pulling back, like I'm getting such a like pulling back of your energy. And it is to protect yourself, but it's also because you're trying to be different. You're trying to be a better person for yourself. Like you're trying to, I'm not getting this right. Like you're trying to be the person you needed when you were younger, or trying to be the person that is valuing themselves and not giving to something because there's a feeling of lack, right? Which ultimately brings more of a feeling of lack. And I think you're just like feeling and thinking about all these things, and it's really deep. Like I can't get over how deep it is. Like I saw these cards and I was like, oh my gosh, this is so deep. And the work that you're doing is deep, and Spirit is honoring the work that you're doing and knows how deep this is. And I don't even know if anyone realizes this is going on, like at all. Four of Pentacles. You may be very quiet right now. Yes, giving to yourself and giving to like your relationship with yourself, and not like, again, it's like, I feel like you're realizing like the more I give, to this person or situation, the worse I feel. And the more I hold back, the better I feel. And it's like this trial and error of, and you might have times when your shadow comes up and is like, let's go give to this person, even though you're going to get hurt, or the situation, even though you're going to get hurt. You may feel still that desire to do that. And but it's like you're realizing where the desire comes from, which I think helps give you power over it. But I don't want to say like it's easy, because it's really not. Like this is one of the harder things I think that we can ever do, especially if we have like a trauma response of fawning, right? Or like giving, or or trying to always show up for everybody else and not ourselves. And it's like you're trying a different thing. You're doing it a different way. And I think that you're like, again, trial and error and seeing how that feels with you and like seeing how you're feeling and how you wake up in the morning and how, like, because people can really affect us. And if we're giving to a situation because we're feeling lack and we're hoping that they're going to fill us, right? And then what happens is that we feel even more lack, right? And I think that it's just, I don't know where I was going with that, but it's just, yeah, you're really standing your ground. Wow, look at you. This is amazing. Wow, Cancer, I can't. This is like so amazing. I feel like, yeah, okay, what's Wheel of Fortune? You just don't want to keep having things happen the exact same way they've been happening. Like, again, I keep getting this feeling of like, I need things to change because I'm feeling like I'm not okay. And why is that okay? You know? What's the Three of Wands? And I think you're, I don't know if you're worried about the horizon or what's going on with the horizon. Yeah, you know it. It's like, you know it. Like, I keep getting this feeling of like, I know that if I do things this way, if I hold back and I pour into myself and just the relationship with myself and I stand my ground, I know that on the horizon, I'm going to feel rebalanced. And the Wheel of Fortune here is standing out to me too. What's the Wheel of Fortune about? It's almost like giving like cycles, like every time I give to this in this way, this is what happens. And I know what's going to happen. And if I give this way, then I know, and if I don't give in this way, then I know what's going to happen. But again, this comes through a lot of trial and error. And that trial and error is very painful to go through. Yes, I am. Like, there was a hermit. I was saying you might be going into hermit mode. So we have Virgo, Libra, and that's it. Look, Virgo and Libra. And then we have the Ace of Wands. Oh, wow. I'm getting a really interesting message of like, okay, so because you're clearing out your trauma and you're processing, right? You're feeling and you're moving the energy in your body and you're getting it out. Like, you might be crying more lately. You might be grieving. You might be feeling a little bit more depressed or just hurting. I just feel like you're hurting, but you're clearing out that hurt. And because you're clearing out that hurt, there's this empty room. And then we have the Ace of Wands. I want to say what this Ace of Wands is before I say this, because I feel like it's important, the energy of what the Ace of Wands is. It's like you're clearing out room to give yourself, and it's like a spark is lit. A spark is lit. A spark is lit because it's like, again, I keep seeing like there's like, excuse me, there's this, in this empty room, right? There's an Ace of Wands, but around the empty room, you're clearing out, there's like a cloud of trauma. Like, I'm seeing clouds in the empty room and the Ace of Wands. You can't see the Ace of Wands because you're clearing something out, you're processing, right? But once you process and I see it clear, then I'm seeing you like, I'm seeing a spark. Like, you realize there's a spark in this empty room of you. So you're sparked by something, and it could be something or somebody, but it speaks to the vibrant, creative, innocent part of you, but you're still trying to make sure that you're moving slowly. What's this Lovers? What is the Lovers? I'm King of Wands and the Empress. It's like you really want to move slowly because you want a healthy relationship, with yourself and with others. Yeah, you're really healing. There could be a relationship here you have with someone that you're slowly moving towards, or someone's moving slowly towards you, but it's something in the empty room. It's like I'm seeing it when you clear this trauma, or you are feeling the spike. Spike? Interesting. Spike. What's this Two of Swords? Two of Pentacles. Do you have two different decisions to make here? We have a Two of Swords looking this way and a Two of Pentacles looking this way. What's this Two of Swords over here on the left? So there's something you feel indecisive about that's you've already built into. What's the Seven of Pentacles really quick? The Magician. Something that you put a lot of energy into that you want to manifest, or that you've been manifesting and planning around. So there's this decision. Okay, what is this? What is this moving forward into what? There's an opportunity that you feel indecisive about that you've already kind of built into. Why do you feel indecisive about it though? Why? Because around communication. Hold on. What's this communication and indecision? I don't know if you're like wondering, you don't know if someone's going to come forward and communicate with you, something that you've already built on. I don't know if that's right. Hold on. What's this? Eight of Wands. There's some type of communication that you've been manifesting with somebody that you don't know what's going to happen with it yet. So you're indecisive about something you've already built into. I don't know if this is energetically or actually, because it can be energetically. It doesn't always have to be actual, like real. It's usually real world energy, but I am getting it a little bit more energetic. But you would have some type of, you would have put energy into this before. It's something you've been manifesting. You've been manifesting communication from someone to move forward and plan a win. So I don't know. There's something you're trying to, you might have a collaboration already with this person. There's some type of communication that you've been manifesting from somebody. I don't know. And it's something that, I don't know. Let me see. What's a 6 of Wands? Temperate. Something that's been a long process for you of like wanting, is it a person or is it, I don't understand what this is. Is this just communication? Is this a relationship? Judgment, something that you need to make a judgment on call on, but you can't because they're not communicating with you yet? I don't know. I need, what's this 2 of Pentacles over here? What's this other decision you have to make? So it's like, I'm seeing you on hold with something or somebody. I'm seeing the Devil. And 6 of Cups. It's something from your, it could be something from your past, something that you might have obsessed about, something that you really want to manifest. You don't know what's going to happen with it because communication hasn't happened yet. I'm confused. What is this? What is this 8 of Wands? 8 of Wands. 10 of Swords and 7 of Cups. You don't know, what is this? You don't know if it's ended or not or something. You don't know if this is, you're confused about, I don't know what this is. What is this? You're confused. They're standing your ground again. I don't know what. Okay, Spirit, I need help on this. What's going on? Oh, help me. Opportunity under the moon. Yeah, I feel like you have an opportunity that's not showing up yet, that you feel, that you energetically feel that you need to make a decision on, that you can't because you don't have information or communication about yet. But you're trying to stand your ground even though you're confused about what's going to happen. Or if it's going to end, if it's going to start, what's going to happen. I don't know if that's right. I hope that's right. I'm a little bit confused about what this is. Well, I don't understand. Can you give me a little bit more clear of a picture, Spirit Guides? What's going on here? Temperance again. And the Lovers. I can't show this. Lovers. Yeah, it's like, okay, it is a relationship. So there's a relationship that you have that you feel indecisive about because you've been manifesting something with them, an opportunity, but it's under the moon. So it's not like, it's not here. I feel like it's not here yet, but you don't know what to do because you don't have information on it yet. That's what I keep getting. Okay, what's this 2 of Pentacles now? What's this 2 of Pentacles? 2 of Swords again? Wow. Okay. So is this the same thing? Is that what you're telling me, Spirit Guides? I feel like that is what, yep, there's a Page of Wands again. Everything's repeating. Okay, keep going, all right. High Priestess in reverse. It's like you can't see what's going to happen next. So you don't know what to do. That's what I'm getting. Oh, World. You don't know. You don't know. I genuinely get, like, I keep getting, like, it's something you've been manifesting. It's been a long process of trying to manifest this person, situation. You don't know what's going to happen yet. You feel like you can't make a decision on it because you don't have enough information. And you don't know if it's an open cycle or if it's going to close. That's what I'm getting. Is that a yes? I'm like, yes. Okay. Is that right, Spirit Guides? Emotionally, okay. But regardless, you do see how this is emotionally affecting you. Okay, what's the advice for this, Spirit Guides? What's the advice for this? 8 of Pentacles. I feel like you don't know. 8 of Pentacles. 3 of Pentacles. Spirits say keep working on the collaboration. What collaboration? What's this? 3 of Pentacles. With what's going to come on the horizon. It looks like on the horizon you're getting a major truth and possibly an Ace of Cups. Spirit's saying just keep focusing on what? What's the 3 of Pentacles? On collaborating with your wish fulfillment, your emotional fulfillment. This is keep pouring into you, keep pouring into you. The more that you pour into you, the more that you are able to see on the horizon beautiful things coming to you. But more than that, it's, what's this Ace of Cups? Nine of Swords and the Page of Pentacles. So there's an opportunity that's coming on the horizon that, what's this Nine of Swords? Why are you afraid? Because it's something of the past, something, a King of Pentacles. So there's somebody that you have that is a possibility of coming on the horizon. That's a connection from the past. It's someone who is loyal, consistent. I think this is the person you've been trying to manifest, or trying to manifest even just stability and nurturing for yourself. But I do see it as like an offer coming in and a major truth. What's this Ace of Swords? About how you can move forward. Yeah, it's like you're waiting to move forward with somebody. I can't get over it. If there's like a major truth about reconnecting with you moving forward, reconnecting in general. And moving slowly. There you go again. I can't. Your whole reading's repeating. King of Swords and Five of Swords. I'm getting, I don't know if I'm getting two different energies here. There's somebody else that you also could be triggered by, a King of Swords. Someone who is places logic above everything, kind of does things their own way, can be cold, but you feel triggered by that person. I feel like I'm getting three different situations. I feel like there's someone that you've been waiting for, that you really have been manifesting for a long period of time, that you really want communication from. And you don't know what's going to happen yet, because you can't make a judgment call, because you don't know what they're going to do, or if it's going to manifest. You don't know if they're going to come forward and bring communication. That's what I'm getting for. I don't know if that's really specific. This also could be read. You don't know if you are going to, no, I don't feel like that's it. You've also been manifesting stability for yourself and being the King of Pentacles. That's something you've also been doing. I also simultaneously am getting that some of you have another person, this King of Swords, that you feel very triggered by, that you feel there's a major truth about. The more you move slowly and reconnect with moving forward in your life, the more this other person may get triggered by that. This King of Swords. What's this King of Swords? Page of Swords. Four of Swords. Four of Swords. You've been pulling away from a King of Swords. Yeah, Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Wow. Okay, so you have another person or situation where you put a lot of energy into it, but it really, again, I was talking about that in the beginning, about how you were dealing with someone who, or a situation where you feel like you put all of your energy into it. You really wanted it to go a certain way, and it didn't work out that way, and they really hurt you. And I'm getting that's what I was talking about in the beginning. This King of Swords seems like that person or situation. It's like you wanted it to be, you kept putting energy into it, like the Seven of Pentacles, which is like, I'm putting actual energy into this, but it kept like falling down, like it kept crumbling, I'm seeing all these pentacles, like everything you've been giving has like been coming out, like leaking out, like all the energy you've been trying to give to this person or thing has been leaking out. And you've been moving slowly with that, because I feel like you've been pulling back your energy, like you've been pulling back your energy. But I also feel like simultaneously there's another person that you've been manifesting, and it's this King of Pentacles, and you don't know what's going to happen with that. And so you feel like you can't make a call because they haven't communicated with you yet, but you feel it's a manifestation that could be coming forward towards you. And I am seeing that on the horizon there's a possibility of this new cup of love. And a major truth about this King of Swords. This person that hurt you. I know this is getting really specific, so if you're here, that's amazing. Okay. I want to get, like, advice with different tarot cards. Yeah, we'll use these. Okay, what's your final advice for Cancer? Because I feel like we got into, like, all of these other people. But I can see there was a situation that really hurt you. It looked like this King of Swords person really hurt you. And you wanted it to go a certain way, and it didn't work out. And I feel like that's the thing that I was talking about in the beginning, that you were really processing and trying to release. And you're also simultaneously thinking about either another person or just trying to be a stable person for yourself. What's the advice? So 10 of Pentacles, 5 of Swords. So what's this 5 of Swords? Whoa. What's this Page of Swords in reverse? 2 of Pentacles. I'm getting a really interesting message of like, don't listen to what this person has to say. Like, is that what you want me to say? Make a decision. Spirit's saying make a decision to heal. Heal this conflict that you have around this King of Swords. I'm even seeing them as the Page of Wands. Spirit's saying you're healing your ability to make a decision about this conflict. And that I'm just seeing like that this person could get really triggered around this, or you feel really triggered around this, because it could have to do, you could be having to like, with your 10 of Pentacles, like someone, your long-term stability, like you have to kind of, some of this has to like change. Like you might have had the 10 of Pentacles with this person, and that like is triggering you to think about like untangling yourself from it, or like you relied on them for like either financial security or like half the housework, or like lived in the same house, and like you're feeling triggered possibly by having to remove yourself from this 10 of Pentacles, or like break it down in some way. And but you're healing your conflict around making this decision. I think it's just really triggering. Okay, any other further advice you have for Cancer? I feel like I got lost in the weeds. That's what I keep feeling. I'm like, I feel like I'm going around in circles. What's the Queen of Wands? You're rebalancing your confidence, your creativity, your charisma. I'm hearing your charisma. You're healing and rebalancing yourself through a great conflict. Like I feel like whoever this King of Swords, Page of Wands person is like really, really cause a lot of chaos or a lot of conflict or a lot of pain for you. And I feel like it's taking a lot to heal through this. And I do feel like it is bringing up your wounds from the past. And I do feel like you are healing that. And I feel like you're paying a lot of attention. Because I feel you really want to like I'm trying to clear this out. Like you really want to move forward. You really just want to love yourself and feel better about yourself. And go for like a new opportunity. I'm feeling it. Yeah, you really want to get out of the situation and get a win and like move towards an opportunity where you feel like you're being valued is what I'm getting the most. Okay, I want to get final advice, like actual advice cards. These ones. Okay. Cancer, this is like a lot. I feel like there's like two different people you're dealing with, or like two different situations, and it's just a lot. Okay, what's the final advice for Cancer in general? Because I feel like we got in like to all these people. Keeping adaptable, okay? Woodwise adaptability, keeping adaptable. I am getting like, and rest. Like this is painful. Again, I do feel like you're breaking down some type of 10 of Pentacles. And again, it doesn't have to just be 10 of Pentacles with somebody. I feel like by breaking down this 10 of Pentacles with this, possibly with this King of Swords person, or whoever this is, or whatever situation this is, you're having to really break down some type of long-term structure. You doing that is also, I also feel like you're simultaneously or breaking down the structures within you that seem to be what you thought you wanted, that you're drastically realizing is not what you actually want. And maybe you're realizing like what you got brought up in was like, it looked like it was functional, but it was really dysfunctional underneath it. And then maybe you re-emulated that with somebody, and now you're like leaving them behind, trying to take down the structure with them and leave it. And also simultaneously, that's bringing up this other structure that you're realizing within you, like a template you thought you wanted. You're breaking that down too. And that's why I feel like this is so big, because I feel like you're breaking down a situation you're currently in, or you've just been in, or something recently, and you're also simultaneously breaking down the conditioning that was placed on you that even brought about the situation in the first place. Like that is the most important thing that I'm seeing. I'm like trying to connect the two because they are connected. Okay. Anything else for Cancer? Yeah, repairing the veil and forgiveness. Like this is you forgiving yourself. This is you forgiving like how you've even acted like in these situations. Maybe forgiving yourself for giving so much, or forgiving so much, or like hurting yourself by like, again, like this is like you almost like a self-abandonment you're forgiving yourself for. And it's because you were trying to show up for others, like, and get what you needed, and like and you wanted others to see your value. Like there's nothing wrong with that. And we have Sky Dancer's surrender. It's just the people like that you might have been surrounding yourself with were not we're not like really appreciating you or like really hurting you in some way. Surrender. We have Dragon's Horde, protecting the future. I've never gotten this card before, like ever. That's so interesting. I didn't even know this was in here. Yeah, like this is what I'm saying. You're protecting your future. Like, it's like, you know, if you keep going with this other person, this King of Swords, Page of Wands, and you keep dealing with this and like thinking that this is what you want, and like not dealing with the fact that it's actually not what you want, and like they're actually not showing up for you in the way you need anymore, or you've changed, or they just are not in the right mindset, or they haven't grown. I don't know what it is, but there's something about knowing that if you don't cut this off, and knowing that if you continue to give where you don't have what you need, and also give when they're not giving back to you what you need, that your future starts to fall apart. And I don't mean like it starts to fall apart. It's just like you want to be able to imagine that what you have right now is going to bring about the 10 of Pentacles, and you already know that what you have right now, or what you've been in, is not that. And so it's like there's dissonance happening, and so you're like, I don't want this to be my future. Like, I know what this is. Like, again, with that trial and error I was talking about in the beginning, like, I know what this is. I know that this is not like something that makes me feel good, like ultimately, like long term, like for the future. And so I feel you're really like pulling yourself back to protect yourself, and what you want to build. Like, there, you want to build in a different direction is what I'm getting. And I do feel like it could be with this King of Pentacles. Yeah, and have confidence in your magic, Cancer. Like, this is huge. Like, this is such a huge thing you're going through, like on the energetic front, but also something you're really like, something that's really painful to process. And also you're like taking apart like the ideas that you've had for your whole life, thinking that's what you wanted, and like it's not. And like you're realizing how you've always given, and you're seeing yourself for as you really are. And like you're like, this is really big. Like, this is really setting you up for the future that you want. And I'm seeing you work really, really hard, really, really hard at showing up for yourself. And the more that you do that, the more that you have this possibility of this new love coming in. And you're going to see on the horizon a major truth around this King of Swords that's going to help you move forward even more. I already feel like you're moving forward though. Like, I already feel like you're disentangling yourself, like you're processing, you're coming to a lot of truths about it. And it's just hard. It's just really hard. Wow, Cancer, this is so big. Keep going. Don't give up. Rest. Surrender. Keep protecting your future. Keep adapting. And have confidence in your magic, because you are magic, Cancer. And I love you so much. Okay, Cancer, thank you so much. I think that's all I have for you. And I will see you guys next time.